to our December Booster Breakfast in the heart of Antarctica. So cold outside. And I'm so glad we're down inside and getting to spend some time together this morning. We're going to ask that you stand for our Pledge of Allegiance invocation. And with that this morning, we're going to welcome up, representing the Daniel Patino Shelter and St. Benedict's Homeless Shelter, our buddy Gary Petco. Please come right this way. Take your time, Gary. It's slow. You don't have to run.
I swear, this is a pecan. More than early. Fine, little. Stop with this.
Thank you. If we could all just take a minute to bow our heads, take a moment of silence for those that we've lost over the last week. Father, we thank you for the opportunity to come together as a community. I just ask that during this time you be with each and every one of us, our families, our jobs, the things that we do as we go out, that we can better serve you, Lord, and serve our community. Keep those that have lost somebody near and dear, Lord. God, we ask all this in your Son's name, Jesus. Amen. Amen. Will you join me with the pledge?
Continue.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You all can ask your main statement for this morning's Mingle Minutes.
Thank you for being a friend.
Hope you made new friends. So as you all know, if you've been there before, we always, during Mingle Minute, plant a secret shaker among you. And this morning's secret shaker from Owensboro Dance Theater is Jenny Bogus. Jenny, where are you? Right back in the back. Yes, applause. Of course, the German American Bacon Nutcracker with performances on Saturday night at 7, I believe, and then Sunday at 3. Did I get that right? All right, so we're actually going to recognize two different people that you shook hands with today. So who's the first one?
Robin for Casa and Opportunity Center.
Robin, Casa and Opportunity Center. Come on up, we have a really fun gift basket. Oh, there you are. I know, like I told you, I'm really considering tearing into this. This is a great harvest gift basket. It also includes a $50 gift card, and I really want a sugar cookie mix. I'll be cool. Okay. You had the opportunity in that brief moment of darkness to slide me a sugar cookie, and you missed the opportunity. Thank you. All right, Jenny, who's next?
Burley from
Burley! This is fun and appropriate, Burley. How about 4 tickets to the Nutcracker?
So I do hearing.
Yes, actually, we're moving faster than Harry. The trolley sitting still in the front of the building moved faster than Harry. All right, it is time to welcome our brand new chamber members, and you all know this drill now that we have Kitty. Kitty, let's explain to the first new member how this works, okay?
So, we respect the well, to people one.
Go.
And then we will respond.
So,
okay, here we go. So Bone Dry Roofing, family owned and operated, its 35th year, serving the Midwest and beyond. Their true north is creating peace of mind for customers in roofing, roof repairs, gutters, and solar. And they are your neighbors and friends and feel privileged to serve you with their expertise and support with boots on the ground events and volunteering. Welcome to the Chamber, Bone Dry Roofing. Oh my goodness, Bougie Biscuit, a casual dining boutique-style cafe that celebrates culture through food. At Bougie Biscuit, large, square buttermilk biscuits are handcrafted in a variety of flavors along with scratch-made comfort foods and drinks inspired by international cuisine. Biscuit meals are served in a box, eaten with utensils, or your hands if you want, and enjoyed in a serene atmosphere where music and great food come together to create a unique vibe that is sure to make an impression on you and your taste buds. Welcome to the Chamber, Bougie Biscuit. All right. Up next, we have Healthy Brain, a wellness business dedicated to enhancing mental health in Owensboro. Using cutting-edge, non-invasive microcurrent neurofeedback technology that promotes brain function, reduces stress, and improves emotional balance. In addition, Healthy Brain incorporates balancing minerals to support overall physical and mental well-being. By combining advanced neurotherapy with natural mineral supplementation, Healthy Brain helps individuals achieve holistic health, optimize cognitive performance, and improve emotional stability for a balanced and thriving life. Welcome to the Chamber, Healthy Brain. Mudd's Furniture Showrooms was established in 1951 by Lawrence and Callista Mudd. They built their business on the principle of selling quality furniture at a reasonable price while providing the best customer service they could during and after the sale. Still family owned today, they believe if they treat their customers the way they would want to be treated, God will continue to bless them. So welcome to the Chamber, Mudd's Furniture. My bed is from so my alarm went off at 4 o'clock this morning. I knew it was 19 degrees outside. I had difficulty leaving it, so thank you. The Event Code specializes in over-the-top balloon decor, inflatables, and photo booths. The Event Code offers balloons ranging from garlands to arches, columns, helium, sculptures, murals, and so much more. Let's hear it for the Event Code. O'Brien's Bar and Grill is a full-service restaurant and bar. Open since 1948, it's known for its hearty fare and wide drink selection. They offer live music and seasonal menus throughout the year. They're a community staple, actively involved in local events, and they offer a welcoming spot for gatherings, games, and live music. Welcome to the Chamber, O'Brien's Bar and Grill. Posh Medical Spa. They offer, oh my gosh, somaglitching? Oh, okay, well, okay. Hooked on phonics clearly didn't work for everyone. Okay. It's a once-a-week injection to successfully treat and manage weight loss and offer weight loss counseling. They have, They have trained professionals in, Zealand? Yes! Batting 500 and Botox injections. They focus on client expectations and a caring and professional care. They also offer dermachemical pills for skincare treatment of hyperpigmentation, acne scars, and aging with a very simple procedure. So welcome to the Chamber, Posh Medical Spa. Everybody should have to say semaglutide right now. Oh, that was good. 10 of you did it correctly. That's great. And then finally, we have Ferris Guitar Company, specializing in creating customized acoustic guitars tailored to each customer's vision, led by master luthier Rick Ferris, a Grammy-nominated artist. They offer a unique guitar building experience with over 20 years of expertise. Located in the Kentucky Guitar Works Center for Lutherie, they host hands-on guitar building classes and workshops for aspiring luthiers. Their new apprenticeship program nurtures the next generation, ensuring a legacy of sound and artistry with every instrument crafted. Welcome to the Chamber, Ferris Guitar Company. Performed like a true Grammy nominee. That was great. All right, it is time to recognize our Ambassador of the Month. And representing the Chamber well and also Western Kentucky University at Owensboro well, Jaden Golden, where are you? Oh, she is. We got a broken counter at the juice/coffee counter this morning. You, my dear, have a $50 gift card to Famous Bistro. How about that?
Right over at GC's. Catch up.
So now we're going to recognize our most valuable recruiter. We're going to invite our friends from Visit Owens Control to present our plaque today. And we're also going to welcome our friends from Grace Christian. And they're getting this award today because they brought to Owensboro the Tip-Off Classic. So we have Hannah Goebel and Andrew Hunt with us today, I believe. And they're receiving the award for their efforts in bringing teams from out of state to right here in Owensboro. And obviously creating a huge economic impact. And so a big round of applause for Grace Christian, our most valuable recruiters. And we say this each and every month, and it's true. If you are a part of any organization or business and you're looking to bring a convention to town, please get with our friends at Visit Owensboro, and who knows, who may be recognizing you as a most valuable recruiter. Well, we were greeted today by an army of folks from German American Bank, and they are our breakfast sponsor today. We'd love to take some time right now to introduce up to the podium Kyle Odd.
Appreciate it, Chad. Good morning, everybody. Chris and I, on behalf of German American, would like to thank you for coming to Rooster Booster. We'd really like to thank all the German American Bank employees that you saw here this morning. Just so happens, this week happens to fall what we call German American's 5 Days of Christmas. This is where we recognize our employees, either through a couple different gifts or a treat, dessert, lunch on the bank. Then it ends with actually what they all want is a little bit of cash. So they have to suffer through the rest of them to get to Friday. But it is always a fun week, especially during the holidays. So we get pretty excited. That kind of really leads in what excited about, especially this theme that the Chamber has put on, talking about small business. Obviously, the Shop Local that's going on. And really, just kind of looking at as far as how many of us view ourselves in community banking as far as small businesses. There's a lot of similarities, and I'm sure larger corporations say this too, but there's just a certain pride that you have when you're at a community bank, being able to work with small businesses, how excited we always get when we're out and about in your shops, or if we see people using their debit cards. Shout out to School Spirit Card, by the way, if you need one. And then just seeing us on the back of T-shirts, German American Bank, which thankfully we do a lot of sponsoring of those. Leadership Wesleyan, the German American Bank Nutcracker. We just take a whole lot of pride in it, and I know that's how it is in the small business community. There's so many of you out there. You put your blood, sweat, tears, all your money into your business, and it's just fun to go to work every day and try to make things work. It's also where we get really excited, where I kind of came from as far as on the commercial banking side. So when we go out, or one of our commercial bankers, Kevin DeRoar, Tryon Newton, or John Lashbrook, we go out and visit with these small businesses, and you can really see the pride that everybody has. They love to talk about their business and really tell what's going on. And we try our best to see if there's different ways that we can help, kind of help them with whatever they have going on. And that's, I feel like you see German American Bank, we do a great job of it, but community banking in general, I think is where it's at. And that's what we always want you to, since you see us out, you see us on T-shirts, that's why we want you to bank with us. One quick story, we did get permission from her to tell it, but Phone Solutions, Dave Collins, she recently, what they do is they actually take raw phone and cut it to specifications for customers for furniture. And Hickory Springs Furniture, some of y'all may know that name. They were over on Warehouse Road for over 60 years out of North Carolina. Well, they shut down and had about 28 employees. And Dana took it upon herself. She said, I think we can make a go of it, keep these employees, keep the customers. And between Brad, between the EDC, between the Chamber, a little bit of help from Fiscal Court, and then Brian Newman and German American, we played a part. She's going to be able to open that up and keep it going. And I think early next year she'll be up and running, and we'll be able to retain a lot of these employees. So it's really fun, especially when you think hopefully 20 years from now, she's telling her friends things are going really well, and she's telling the story about 20 years ago how Brian Newman and German American helped her get started. So it's that type of stuff that we really take pride in. and we hope that we can help everybody do that type of stuff. So, last thing, in ending, keep this short, and again, in spirit of Shop Owensboro, Shop Local, everything that's going on, we decided to ask Sandra Robinson, Liz Redlett, and Donna Galloway, our branch managers, to go out and get $40, $50 gift cards and give them back as far as within the crowd. So on behalf of German American, please look under your seat. Merry Christmas to you, and come see us. Y'all take care. Thank you.
This is fun. If you find one, hold it up. We want to see. Okay, nice. Did I see you waving that thing? Okay. I know. Commissioner Castle is turning over every share. That's good. Mandy, don't be shy. That's good. Keep it up. You're doing great. I love some folks actually dive roll to a table that wasn't occupied. It's the spirit. That's awesome. Thanks so much. It is time for our chamber update, and with that, of course, our CEO and President, Candace Brady.
Good morning, and welcome. Before we start, I want to acknowledge that we have several special guests in our audience, and if you all would please stand and remain standing until we can give you a round of applause. We have with us today Kentucky State Senator Gary Boswell, our City Commissioner, you'll be sworn in January, City Commissioner Curtis Maglinger, City Manager Nick Pagan is with us today, and we have County Commissioner Larry Condor, County Commissioner Chris Caslin, Jailer Art Maglinger, and we have from the Owensboro Public Schools our Superintendent Dr. Wendy Duval, and School Board Member Jeremy Edge. And from the Davis County Public School Board, we have Mr. Charles Bright, our superintendent. Thank you guys so much for being here today. We appreciate you being here. We have some ribbon cuttings. First of all, today we have a special ribbon cutting with the skin therapist. That's at 12:15. And then tomorrow we have a special, but they're all special, at Take 5 Oil Change, which is at 12:15. Posh Medical Spa, so great to see you today and welcome you all into the chamber, and we look forward to celebrating your ribbon cutting with you on December the 12th. We have lots of holiday stuff going on this month, as you all do, so we're going to go through our holiday get-togethers and gatherings. We have our Chamber Ambassador Holiday Party, Thursday, December the 12th at 4:30 in the Miller House basement. And then we have, with Girls Inc., our Chamber Young Professionals, Project Empower. The Girls and Girls will be meeting Thursday, December the 11th at 4:15 at the Churchill Park campus. The CYPs have a really busy month this month. After they're helping the Girls and Girls, they're going to have their holiday party from 6 to 10 at the Party Space place. And that will be on the 13th, Friday the 13th. Hopefully it's a lucky day to party. And then coffee and conversations will be at Bougie Biscuit. We're so happy for you to join the chamber as well. On Tuesday, December the 17th at 7:30 a.m. We try to mix it up and have nighttime events, lunch events, and morning events so our young professionals can participate in our community. Our Guys and Ties meeting with CYP will be on Tuesday, December the 17th at Burns Middle School. They'll be there at 8:15, and at Tamrock Elementary, that's at 9:30. And for our visitors here from German American and from other companies, the Guys and Ties program is what our young professionals started. They're going into middle schools with at-risk kids who may not have a male role model in the home, and they connect with them on various different levels and just do a lot of really special things. It's been fulfilling, not just for the young men who are at the program, but for our young professionals who've connected with them in so many ways. Our Leadership Owensboro alumni is having a party hosted by German American. We're going to have that for tomorrow night at 6 p.m. at the pub. And then following, in 2 weeks, we're going to have our Leadership Owensboro Education Day. That's actually, we had that last month. The next one is going to be, what is it, Ashton? Human Needs and Services Day, which is it's a tough day where they get into a role model role and kind of walk through how you access human needs and services in our community. It's an intense day, but it's something we all learn something every year. Educators in the Workplace had their healthcare session a couple of weeks ago. Thanks to Owensboro Health and River Valley for hosting that. It was a great session. We had 35 educators in there this year, from middle school to college. been a really good symbiotic relationship between so many of the educators, but also between the businesses and the educators. And this is the month for awards. The Athena Award is, the nominations are open now, and they're due on, I think December the 20th was the first deadline. Now they're going to be due on January the 3rd. So if you know of a woman that you'd like to nominate for her leadership in the community, for helping others and making our community a better place, reach out to Tish Osborne at Grace Incorporated, and we'll also have the nomination forms on our website. We want to call special attention to Owensboro Health for their community health needs assessment. So we're announcing today that we're going to have this in our weekly email starting next week. It's really important, if you can, to send these out to your employees and for you yourself to answer this. It's 3 to 5 minutes, but this is how Owensboro Health really gauges the needs in our community for health care and where the gaps are and where we're doing well. So please make sure to do that and encourage others to do that as well. Speaking of Owensboro Health, they are our presenting sponsor for our chamber celebration, which is January the 17th. And that's the biggest party we have of the year, where we recognize our members and we give out the awards for excellence and just celebrate all the great things happening in our community. We had over 800 people last year at the River Park Center. This year, we're going to open it up onto the patio too, so we have a little bit more room and space to greet and meet each other. But we ask you all to consider sponsorship and make sure you're there to celebrate one another. Today, right after our Rooster, we have our Chamber Has Heart that's in the lobby, and we have over 40 nonprofits participating in that. So please make sure to go downstairs and connect with these people in our community that are really serving the most vulnerable and are moving our community forward in ways that we may not see. But they need that appreciation, and they need to know that we're right there behind them. So today, I wanted to celebrate, we see these all the time, and or hope you've seen them. When you came in this morning, you saw our new trolley with the new color, with our city colors on it, the blue and the green. And they've been a great complement to what's happened around our city. That's the wayfinding signs. And I don't know if you've had a chance to see them, where there's really large signs in certain areas, strategic areas, and then we have other wayfinding signs throughout the community. I don't know if you feel like I do, but these have made us so proud. They look so good. They're visible, and they kind of tell you where you're going. But that wouldn't happen, like the trolley wouldn't happen, and these small projects that make a big difference would not happen without our city staff. So I wanted to recognize Nate Pagan, especially here today, and just thank him for his leadership and continuing to think about what's next. It doesn't always have to be the huge multi-million-dollar projects. The little projects like this really add up to make a huge difference. So thank you, Nate, and thank you, City of Owensboro. And lastly, I did want to let you know, we're going to have an update on this later on today to the membership, but a federal court in Texas has issued a preliminary injunction against enforcement of the Corporate Transparency Act. So those of you who this relates to will understand. So the injunction may end up turning into an overrule. So we're watching that. We will send you something later on today. If your company has already filed, it's, just you're good, but if you haven't, then you can pause that and suspend your filing for now. It's exciting stuff, right? With that, I want to thank our small business members. Shop Owensboro was a huge success. We had over 70 merchants that were involved in that. And, you look around, and our small business people are the people that are truly putting grit on the table. They're making our community move forward. They're the first people we call for donations. They're the first people we call to help us do our pop-up shops and to help fledgling small businesses get on their feet. We live to serve you all, and if I tell you that during the Shops Memo event, just putting the cards in each bag, looking at what you all do and the innovation that you do and the hard work you put in, it is such an honor to work for you. And just know we're right there next to you, walking with you, not behind you, in front of you, but we're right next to you. And thank you so much for what you do. We're so proud of you. And with that,
So John's coming up to introduce this morning's small business panel, which is going to be really, really good. And our board chair, John Marshall-Moore.
Well, we've got a good toy here to use. No, in all sincerity, Candace is so right that the heart and soul of our small businesses and our community truly are the heart and soul of our community, and what makes our community special, quite frankly. They're the ones giving to the little league teams and the basketball teams and the bands and And truly, if it wasn't for these small businesses, Owensboro wouldn't be so cool. And it is greatly appreciative of those people that do support. That money comes back to our community multiple times, and it's really an investment. And I have to add to that, those small business and members of the chamber should even get an extra star as far as I'm concerned. And that, in all sincerity, those are the ones that are truly supporting our community and are giving back and doing it. It's greatly appreciated. It means a lot. And I think all of you all should thank those businesses as well that do continue to support our community in that way and support everything that we try to do to make Owensboro a better place for all of us to live. So with that, I'd like to introduce our small business panelists. And to start, I need to push the Missouri thing. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, I can just play with it. Pointer. Jeremy Woods with Byron and Barkley. You come forward, please. TC Cox with Kahawa Java. Jim Gillis with Hillview Farms Market. Natasha Stanley with Bella Ragazza Boutique. And Matt Weaver with Nico's Bakery and Cafe. And our panel this morning will be moderated by Amy Jackson with German American Bank.
We're so excited to be here and sponsor as a sponsor at German American, but also on the heels of Small Business Saturday, on the congratulations that Candy just walked through. I'm questioning though, Kyle said that small businesses love to talk about their business, but I'm not sure they like to talk about them with a microphone in their face today, right? So we're gonna be a super supportive crowd as we talk to them and learn a little bit about each of these small businesses who have, as everyone said, poured their heart, their soul, their family, their earnings, everything into what they do every day. And so we're just gonna run down through the panel. I'd like each of you, if you could, tell us why and how you started your business and maybe the genesis of it. Where did it come from? Matt, do you want to start?
Sure. All right. So Nico's Bakery and Cafe, we're in Wesleyan Plaza. We started about 6 years ago as a second location to Nico's Italian cuisine. Lola Nuciatis and Cristo Nuciatis were the original owners, and they hired me to open it, run it, be their chef, and my wife and I were fortunate enough to get to buy that from them about 10 months later. And we made it through COVID and everything else, and it's been a huge blessing. We do all made from scratch, bread, sourdough, croissants, sandwiches, breakfast, coffee. I loved working with Nico's family, Lola. I worked with them years ago too in the past at the Italian restaurant, and we had a similar taste in making everything from scratch and high quality food, and so we just kind of fell right in line, and we just try to keep that going.
Hi, I'm Natasha Stanley from Bella Ragazza Boutique. Bella Ragazza opened in 2013 downtown. We were getting excited about all the things and changes that were happening downtown, and we just wanted to really be part of it. We spent 6 years down there. It was an absolutely amazing community. We outgrew the space and moved to Wesleyan Park in 2019. We are in our second location in Wesleyan Park. We outgrew our first space pretty quickly, and we offer women's clothes, accessories. We build relationships with women, and we have a great team, and we just really love what we do. I'm super passionate about my business, and that's it.
Jim Gillis with Hillview Farms meets on the west side of Owensboro, close to Ben Halls Park is where we're located, just off Highway 60. If you know where Audubon Elementary School is, we're right behind Audubon Elementary School. So I started Hillview Farms back in 2013. Originally just sold proteins, beef mainly, at the Owensboro Regional Farmers Market. Over the course of a few years, we added additional proteins of pork and chicken. We also started carrying dairy products, so we have glass bottled milk, cheeses. In 2016, we opened a retail location there on our farm, and we're open 6 days a week there. Whenever we opened the storefront, we started to bring in a lot of other Kentucky Proud products from across the state. We're mainly a food store, but we do have some other gift items in the store, but try to support a lot of other Kentucky local farms, local businesses here in Davis County, whether it's vegetable producers or other small food producers. We have a space for them in our store. So yeah.
Good morning. I'm TC Cox, the owner of Kahawa Java. It's a coffee shop. I'm sure most of you have heard our story 1,000 times. But the idea came about in 2019 when my daughter was at Western Kentucky University. We were going to get her a coffee trailer for a little side hustle while she was there. Her her fiance or her boyfriend at this time was playing football there. So I thought, we'll get you a little trailer and you can make a little extra cash so all the tuition doesn't have to come out of my pocket. So that was in 2019. Then 2020 rolled around, with COVID and the pandemic going on, so we couldn't really do it. And at that time, I was running a correctional facility. I ran Dismiss Charities for 17 years. At the end of 2021, I left there, and I thought, I'm from Indianapolis, and I thought, well, I don't know what I want to do right now, whether I want to go back home or stay around. And of course, my daughter was like, do the coffee thing. I said, well, I am 50-something years old. I am not going to pull a trailer around 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to do that. So we got to looking at some, brick and mortars, found one. We went to the west side, so we're on Parrish Avenue in the plaza where Donato's is at. We opened up in August 2022. We have specialty coffees and pastries. But if you all haven't been there, come visit us. Come visit us. We opened up the coffee shop because we traveled a whole bunch, and everywhere we go, we have to try to find a little coffee shop. So we think we're coffee connoisseurs. I don't really know if we are, but I do love it. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Sherwood Woods with Myron & Barkley. I'm with Cloud. Sorry, super nervous. We opened in 2016 as a men's clothing store. We wanted something that was friendly and warm for people to come into, and simply with the attention to detail and really good customer service. My wife Jessica Woods over there, she ran that store for 4 years by herself, and then in 2020 I came on full-time here. But I recognize a lot of faces here, which is awesome. Good to see everyone this morning.
Absolutely. So thank you to everybody. What we'd like to know a little bit more about is what makes Owensboro special for your small businesses? What is it about our community? We all love Owensboro and the greater Owensboro area, but why is Owensboro working for you and your small business?
Well, we both grew up here, so we're super comfortable in Owensboro. We have family and friends here. We love the city. We know that it supports local businesses as there's a ton of them here. It's beautiful down here, so it's easy to be attracted to that. And I don't know, it's a great place to live. Yes, my parents moved me down here as a younger child from Chicago area, so it'll be fortunate to live here for just like the 80s.
Oh, okay, like I said earlier, I'm from Indianapolis, but my daughter was born and raised here. But as far as opening up a coffee shop here, I get my inspiration, we got our inspiration from, I want to say this, going to open a plug, Hallmark movies, just saying. Just saying. So if they want to come visit us, that's cool. That's cool. We can redecorate everything. But yeah, Owensboro gives that small town feel for a coffee shop. So, Jason Tanner, if you're out there, just letting you know.
Kind of what they both have said, Owensboro is just very supportive of small businesses throughout our entire community. I opened my business just because there was an opportunity there. So I farm full time as well with my family. So this was kind of an extension of our farm and offering our farm products to the public as a way to expand our farm. So I'm 5th generation of my family. So we've been here for a long time, and we love Owensboro, and we just want to continue that journey here in Owensboro. So
I'm also from Owensboro, but I lived away for 13 years, and I said I would never ever come back, and now I would never leave. It is the best place to be. Our customers have truly become our friends and family. I think that we have like a real relaxed atmosphere. So I feel like that, I don't know, it just like, it doesn't seem like you're in a big city and it's just like another face. It truly is relationships here for sure. And everybody supports me. Like, I can't believe even just being invited here is insane. So.
Before we opened, we discussed opening in different cities and settled on Owensboro because, one, that's where our families are. I'm born and raised here, and the community, the customer support, and the number of people that would have been upset if we opened a second restaurant far away from the people here who helped us become what we are. So
it's really special to understand everyone's roots and why we believe in Owensboro, and with all of your tenure of what you've done in small businesses, we know it requires a lot of adaptability. You have to pivot, you have to be innovative, you have to be creative at all times. Do you mind to tell us your favorite moment of you pivoting, or a new innovation or a collaboration that you're most proud of as the owner of your business?
For us, I think that the thing that comes first to my mind was COVID. When my wife and I bought the business about 2 months before COVID hit, so it was a terrifying moment. And we were fortunate to stay open, drive through. We had to pivot, that was the word. We changed our menu completely. We had to kind of forget about what we were trying to do and focus on what the community needed, what we were able to do. Really redefined what we were doing as a restaurant, and we forged brand new relationships because of it too, because that was a tough time. And just kind of continue on with those connections that, you know, you always have to stay nimble, especially in restaurants. It's a difficult market, so.
Again, COVID was probably difficult for several people, and we had just moved into our new location just months before the shutdown, and we were like, what are we going to do? And we hustled like never before. I don't think I've ever worked so hard. Brittany and I started putting anything we could find on our website. I mean, if it wasn't on there, we're like, put it on there. No one's going to see it in here. And then we started live selling. That was huge for us. It's still something that we do today. We'll be going live here as soon as I leave here, if anybody wants to watch. But we, like people weren't coming in anymore. So we're like, we'll try on the closed forum. See, do you like it? Like, this is how it fits. And we just kind of built relationships through people through the phone, which actually got to be really fun. So, yeah.
Broken record, but COVID really tests all the businesses. Just I'm kind of was lucky with Matt to be able to still be open because I'm a food store, but we're such a small facility that the number of people inside our facility wouldn't work. So we had to start doing curbside delivery. We were still open, but it became full on curbside only for about 4 months. So that was a big pivot. We did a lot of online stuff as well, moved to online. But really the biggest pivot was opening the store back in 2016. So I've never done retail, so just kind of sitting at the edge of that cliff, looking over and just deciding to dive was kind of the biggest commitment to do that. So, and it's been a wild roller coaster, a wild trip. It's been a good one. So, but like everyone said, the support of Owensboro is why that's been such a good ride.
Well, I guess I'm the baby of the bunch here because we didn't open until 2022, so we missed the whole COVID, and bless you all for all that, because I know it was tough. But right now we have, our biggest moment, I guess, came last year when we had a coffee cart built. And so we were able to come out the brick and mortar and take it to businesses and, serve coffees. And then this year we have access to a trailer. So we've been able to, we were at the Christmas parade. We were at when the chamber picked up the bags last week. We've been several places with the trailer. So that's been huge. So we can take our, what we do, what we love out into the community.
Well, as you guys know, we opened as a Miss Colleen Store in 2016. question? Yes, what's that in? All right. And we're back. All right, so in 2016, we opened this men's clothing store that Jessica ran. This men's clothing store in ByronDeMark.com. And then 4 years later, that was our major pivot at that point. We added women's clothing. We also added student rentals, which has been awesome because I've met so many other grooms in the city. Right now, we have firefighters, LVU, Lightning, this weekend, Smith, wedding thing, let's go with. What else? Oh yeah, that year 2020 I also came on full time, so that's been fun. So now like the trajectory for 2020 is just boom, it's been great. And the chamber listed also with everything last year before and the business of the year 1 and 10 influence. So we're really proud of that. That's awesome. Thank you all for that.
Well, the chamber is special. We know that about how the chamber works very hard to make all the connections happen in the community. That's why we're all here today, right, to connect with each other. And we know those connections turn into great collaborations. A few of you have some really exciting collaborations with other organizations, other small businesses in the community. Now, I know we all want to be in the Hallmark movie too. That's a big collaboration. But can we talk a little bit about local collaborations that have helped in your success?
Well, this weekend is Holiday Stroll. That's something that's going on down the town for years, you know. And so we hired all the other offices in the special restaurants are also involved. It's a great time to donate, get involved. Sorry. A lot of charity events. So we love to go to the different charity events. Be sponsors of different organizations that. I don't know if you want to call us, they can always contact us. They call us next, come see us on like something.
We've collabed with a lot of small businesses here in Owensboro, especially during our anniversary. We have like Ivy Trellis there. We have Tipton Creations. She does wreaths and so forth. We've had Hampton & Co., which is the permanent jewelry company. I also allow those that are like at the farmers market, that I allow them to come and do pop-ups in the shop, you know, especially when farmers market's over. So we have a lot of those coming in the next couple of weeks. So stop on by because you can get some good granola bars and permanent jewelry and all that good stuff.
So work with several small businesses, Matt and Nico's Bakery being one, providing meat products for different restaurants throughout our community. Like I said, I work a lot with Matt, the Cottage Bakery out in Sargo. We provide the burgers. Speaking of burgers, we collaborate with Visit Owensboro for Owensboro Burger Week, which is a huge week for Owensboro in general. But definitely if you're selling hamburgers, it's a big week. So. So there's a lot of different restaurants, a lot of smaller businesses too. We've started doing a little bit of catering, very small. So we've done a few collaborations with some small businesses that want some small catering options as well.
This community is amazing of small businesses. If y'all aren't out shopping them or eating at them or visiting them, you're missing out because I can't even. If I were to list every collaboration we've ever done, it would take me forever. Like I don't know a single small business owner that hasn't been willing and open to do anything. Like Something Borrowed gave us their photo booth for free one time. Nico's is constantly like giving us coffee for our events. Skin Therapist gave us tons of bags of like free stuff for 2 weeks ago. Whenever if you spent so much with us, you got something with. I'm like, wow. I mean, what a win-win situation for me. I mean, this is great. So we collaborate a lot, especially with like small businesses that need pop-ups. You know, Jackie Blue and Sheree from Hampton, and a lot of people that maybe don't have a location. We're like, come to the store. We love it. I think it's amazing. It just makes our shop seem better. So I think collaborating with all these amazing businesses is just the best thing you can
So for me, from the food perspective, all of my decisions first start with delicious food. That's where I want to go. And local is hands down almost always better. It's fresher. It's done with care. Small, like the meat from Jim. I can't buy anything better, in my opinion, from some of the bigger suppliers. I love collaborating with other local businesses. All of our coffee is roasted locally. We sell it by the bag. So every cup of coffee, every bag of coffee is from a business here in town. The meat, when produce is available, we get it from Cecil Farms. The honey, we switched all of our honey over to Suzanne's Farms. Cecil Farms honey. We use that in all of our bread, and the taste is amazing. It's so much better. And then on top of that, it goes back into the community and keeps that going. Our cold pressed juices from Krishanya. She's a small business at the farmers market. Quality is better. Money stays local, and it's important to us.
Well, each of you are so inspiring. So last question for aspiring entrepreneurs or others, no matter where you are in your career and tenure. Tell us maybe your tips or resources that you use to get started, or even a lesson learned as a parting comment that's been critical in your success.
I think the most important thing is just remembering why you started the business and staying true to who you are and what you're trying to do. It's difficult owning a business no matter what the industry is, and it's difficult keeping all your customers happy. So remembering why you're there and letting that be what decisions you make.
I actually quoted this yesterday to Brittany, another small business that we know. She said she doesn't like the quote, "If you do what you love, you never work a day in your life." She said it's absolutely opposite. If you do what you love, you never work harder in your whole life. So I really do put a lot of hours into my business, but also think keeping a positive atmosphere is probably the reason I love it so much and love going. I love my team. They're so amazing, and we have like a very non-toxic environment, and it's very uplifting and happy to be there. So
I would agree with what they both said. You know, you put a lot of long hours into your business, so just be prepared to spend a lot of time. But if you love it, you are going to work really hard to make it happen. So those hours aren't missed that you're spending there in your business. Have patience for yourself, for your customers, for your employees. Your employees are from Owensboro mostly too, so they're going back into the community and bringing people to you. So remember, you're doing a lot for not only yourself but your employees as well.
I would have to say, stay persistent, because you're going to run into all kinds of challenges and stuff. But stay persistent, stay the path. Also, whatever industry you're in, continue learning about it, because even in coffee, I have to stay up on top of what's new, what's happening. And then lastly, build genuine relationships with your customers. That is a way, it's like word of mouth, free word of mouth marketing, which can bring in more business.
I second everything they said. About the customers. Customers are what make your business go. So you got to pay attention to the customers and give them your all, because without them, without you all, none of us would be here. So we appreciate it.
How about a hand for this panel up here today? We are proud of all of you. Please patronize all of our small businesses, these great ones included. I know they're happy to help if you ever have questions or have another collaboration idea, right, to put forth. And with that, I turn the podium or mic back over to Chad.
Thanks. So let's hear for Amy Jackson, too. A great moderator in the industry today. So earlier, as you all know, our friends from German American put underneath your tables 40 gift certificates. And we're going to close out Rooster Booster Day with spreading some more holiday cheer, courtesy of German American, and we have a special guest to help us do it. Oh, Mr. Grinch! Because clearly you all know the Grinch's journey. His heart has grown for Christmas, and obviously we have our Chamber Has Heart program going on in the lobby downstairs, really following our program today. But in that wagon right there are gift certificates. In fact, there's a $250 gift certificate for every single one of the small businesses represented on our panel today. How about that? So, Rich, we're going to have you just hand those out randomly because we're going to play a massive game of Dirty Santa to see who gets to keep them. Cue the music, Julia. Okay, so we're playing the left to right the cross game, okay? So every time you hear the word left, you'll pass the gift to your left if you have it. If you hear the word right, you pass it to your right on a bar count list. Amazing. If you hear the word across, it doesn't go across your table, it goes across to a different table. So those things are going to be moving in and out of here like crazy. By the way, let's give a round of applause to our friend the Grinch, who's spreading cheer to Booster Meal this morning. All right, one more gift to give away. So again, if you hear the word left, it goes to your left. Right, it goes to your right. Across, it goes to a different table. Got it? Let's do it. Santa has a problem. He lost his Santa sack and can't remember where he left it. Yeah, that's unreachable. Okay. There is no ordinary sack. This is on Christmas Eve. Santa ties his sack across the top of the thing. It goes to a different table. Hurry. Yes. I love you all. Finger directions. So great. He sets off to deliver the right gifts. Okay, they're still working across. The right gifts to the right children. Every time he gets to a new house, the gifts for the children in that house magically appear in the sack right in time. Yeah. I love the people who it takes like 5 seconds to determine which is left or right. We're making Owensboro proud this morning. Since he's had the special Santa sack, he's never left a gift behind. Though he'll occasionally toss one across the room underneath the Christmas tree. No, Charlotte, that's great. But my Santa sack, says Santa, I don't know where I left it. That's good. Okay, this one. Where did you last see it? Asks Snowflake. Yeah, Snowflake, always an elf. Okay, right here by the sleigh. Oh, Bart got it back. Across from that reindeer's butt. Turn. Okay. Right here by the sleigh, says Santa. No. Well, it's not across here anymore. Across. 2 more. You must have left it somewhere else. And you better find it right now. All right. Raise those gifts that are in your hands. Anyway, open them up. You want a $250 gift card to either Hillview Farms Meats or Nico's Bakery Cafe or Bella Ragazza or Cahaga Java or Byron and Barclays. In courtesy of German American Bank, of course. And the friends! Do we do a reveal? Yes, and by the way, the poinsettias like your tables. Those are party gifts as well. You may have to arm wrestle somebody for them. So you're in the spirit of Christmas. And one last thing, Grinch, reveal yourself.
Wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all. With these holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago.